I think is the best centre-back in the league. Always look at defenders and think, what would I have liked or not liked to play against? And he's one that I would have hated to play against. I am Gabby Agbonlahor, and this is my team of the week. So in goal, I actually had Onana at the start because of his passing was so good, I thought, against Brighton, and he's come under a lot of scrutiny. But I have gone with Raya. I feel that his save is probably the best save I've seen in a long time. That save from the Watkins header was outstanding. To even dive one way, a lot of keepers wouldn't even have the agility to get up so quick and make the second save. So I thought it was outstanding goalkeeping, and that won Arsenal the game, because if that goes in, I'm sure Villa hold on for a 1-0 win. So my first defender is right back. It's Mazraoui signed from Bayern Munich to Manchester United. When I watched him the first two games he's been involved in, he's a defender that loves 1v1. If you look at the weekend against Matoma, the way he defended that game against Matoma, 1v1, he had him in his pocket, to be honest. He let him try and take him on down the line. He had the pace to get back. So for me, he's a defender that will defend 1v1, and also going forward, he's very good on the ball. So I think that's going to be a really, really good signing for Manchester United. So second defender, I'm going to go with Robinson at left back from Fulham. I was and ahhing with Robertson because I thought he'd done well for Liverpool, but I like the way Robinson plays. You know, I've watched him a lot recently, and he's got that frightening pace to get forward and get back. He got an assist on the weekend as well for one of the goals for Fulham. And he's a really exciting player, and he's one of the players that should be playing at a bigger team. And he's going to be one to watch. I mean, definitely a very good performance. Two centre-backs are both from Spurs. Romero, for me, took his goal great. To score a goal against a Sean Dyche team from a set piece, it's got to be a very good goal. And the way he jumped over talkSPORT at centre-back, there was only one player that wanted it more. But it's not just his goal, it's his aggression he shows now in the right way. You know, previous seasons he'd get sent off, he'd get bad tackles, he'd lose his temper. Now he's showing that aggression in a way where you're not getting past me. 1v1, you're not going to have a chance. In the air, I'm going to beat you. A real top defender. And there's a reason why he's won the World Cup and the Copa America. Second centre-back, and I think is the best centre-back in the league, alongside Saliba, I'd say, is Van der Ven. Always look at defenders and think, what would I have liked or not liked to play against? And he's one that I would have hated to play against. I would have went to the opposite centre-half than play against Van der Ven. He's got electric pace. I've not seen him in pace once since he's been in a Spurs shirt. He's got aggression in the right way with his tackling. Very good on the ball. And showed through his assist for Son, he's very good at coming out with the ball and running the length of the pitch when needed. That's what he did, got the assist for Son, and it was an outstanding performance once again. When you've got two defenders like Van der Ven and Romero, you've always got a chance in the game. So in the defensive midfield role, I've got Basuma. Off the field antics, something that I got in trouble for as well. You know, players go through that stage and learn from it. But he missed the first game of the season. And to come back, maybe luckily because of Bentancur's head injury, he couldn't play. But sometimes you need that bit of luck. He's got back into the slide. And for me, first of all, how he took that goal. You know, it's his first goal for Spurs, which shocked a lot of people in the Premier League. But he smashed it off the underside of the crossbar. Great goal, great finish. And all game, I thought he was getting on the ball at the right time. He was putting in tackles at the right time. A very good performance. And you set the tempo as well for that Spurs midfield. So this one as well has to be in there for me. Kevin De Bruyne. I just feel that Manchester City won the league by 2 points last season, probably because De Bruyne didn't play the majority of the season. I think now that he's back fit, and if he can be fit for the whole season, they will win the league by more than 2 points this time. I just look at his passing. Look at his pass for Haaland's goal. You know, a lot of midfielders don't even see that ball. He sees this tiny gap to play in behind for Haaland, and it's a great finish from Haaland. Also, it was in and around the end of the box to take his goal well, but it's the range of passing he's got. You know, he's still got that range of passing that he can show. When he gets the ball, every player can make whatever run they want. So for me, it was a very good performance once again from Kevin De Bruyne. So this is Madueke. What he said about Wolverhampton Wanderers on his private Instagram, he meant to post it, but he posted it on his public one. To do that and upset the whole crowd from the first second, and then go and score a hat-trick against that team, shows that he's got that character, he's got that self-belief, he won't crumble in, big situations. And I thought he was outstanding all game. He's one of them players that a lot of managers will like, but can they get the consistency from him? And he needs to show that to keep his place in his Chelsea side. But from the weekend, to score 3 goals, and the way he took all 3 were magnificent. For a player that's all left foot, to score 2 with your right foot, as a defender, you're expecting him to cut inside on his left foot. Because he took them on his right, it's hard for defenders to defend against that surprise of, he's going to use his right foot. So for me, he was outstanding, running with the ball as well, taking players on, physical, strong. He's a really exciting player, and he's one to watch for Lee Carsley's first squad. Cole Palmer was a bit quiet against Manchester City. Probably the worst I've seen him since he's been in a Chelsea shirt against Manchester City last week. Very, very poor. Wasn't at his best. But this week, maybe a role that suits him more. Madueke on the right. He's in the number 10 position where Enzo played last week. But he was getting on the ball. He was linking play. He's a number 10. He's not a right winger. He was making things happen. Look at his goal, the way he took his goal. People might look at that goal and be like, keeper's off the line. It's an easy finish. No, that is a tough technique. Half volley to get it the right amount over the keeper and still go in. Outstanding goal. Only confident players with that swagger even take on that chance. Also, to get 3 assists. Yes, there were simple assists, but we've seen players make that wrong choice at the wrong time. If Modric had that ball, he'd probably overpass it to Madueke and go out of play maybe. So for me, Cole Palmer was outstanding all game. And when you get 3 assists and a goal in the game, you have to make the team of the week. Of course, we have to have 1 Villa player per week. That's the new rules. But joking aside, I had to leave some really good players out. João Pedro, Bowen, Smith Rowe all scored because this was the most talked about performance of the weekend, I'd say. Rodgers, watching the game, watching the pundits afterwards, watching social media, watching the game vigorously myself. He was strong. He looks like he's put on strength over the summer. He was bullying Thomas Partey. He was bullying Declan Rice. They couldn't handle him in that number 10 position. He was so strong. His little touches, his turns, running with the ball with strength and pace. I think he's going to be a real exciting prospect. And to know that Aston Villa only paid 8 million, maybe rising to 12, 13 million for him, is such a steal at 22 years old. I thought it was magnificent and deserves to be in the team of the week. I was hoping this season that another striker will catch my eye enough to not pick Haaland every week, but I feel like I'm going to have to, because to get a hat-trick again, to start the season, 4 goals out of 2 games, is he going to start breaking records that he set himself for how many goals he scored in the Premier League in one season? I thought the way he took his first goal and last goal, of course his penalty, you expect him to score, but his first goal, to make that run, it's his run that gives De Bruyne the chance to put him through, and to take that early finish. And also his third goal, the keeper probably thought, Haaland don't shoot from there. Haaland don't shoot from the edge of the box. To get that short amount of space, to get the most accurate, with pace shot into the corner, just shows he can score every type of goal. He's not just a tapping merchant that people try and label him as. He can score every goal, and I think he's another outstanding performance. So my manager of the week, I will give to Maresca because, yes, Lavia was injured and it was an easy option to push Fernandes back one and put Palmer in the middle and Madueke on the right. But also, even though Mudryk didn't have his best game, he was such a threat that he occupied defenders as well. I don't think Nkunku last week, for me, showed that he's a left winger. I thought Nkunku needs to play as a 10 or as a number 9. So for Maresca's tactics and to change personnel, I felt he deserves manager of the week. And when you win 6-2 away from home in the Premier League against anyone, it's an outstanding result. And Maresca's got an exciting team he's got there that he's building. So what an exciting Premier League weekend it has been. Big win for Liverpool and for Tottenham Hotspur. Disappointment for Manchester United and Aston Villa. But another emphatic win for Manchester City and Chelsea.